This channel makes around $30,000 every single month. This channel makes around $45,000 every single month, and this channel has made over $5 million in a single month. And with existing content gaps on YouTube and new AI technology that's changing the game for creators, it's possible to copy all three of these channels while still making content that's unique to you without even having to show your face. These are 3 Faceless YouTube channel ideas that will make you rich in 2025, starting with the easiest but least profitable of the 3, working all the way up to the channel idea with the potential to make you a millionaire. Starting with channel idea number 1, which is a faceless history channel. History is full of exciting people, events, and stories that appeal to a broad audience of viewers on YouTube. Literally anybody can watch a history video if it's interesting enough, which is shown with channels like Crash Course and Simple History, each getting millions of views per month. To start a channel like this, you first need to come up with really good ideas to make videos on. But this isn't as easy as just trying to copy all the big videos in other history channels. This is what most YouTube beginners do because they hear people talk about how they should be copying outliers and repeating what works, which isn't wrong, but think about it. Let's say another history channel made a video about, I don't know, the fall of the Roman Empire, and it got 10 million views. So then you go ahead and copy it and make basically the same video. Which video is YouTube going to recommend to viewers? The one with 10 million views that's been proven to engage viewers really well, which we know because 10 million people clicked on it and watched it, or your video with no views? Exactly, not your video. So instead, you need to be unique if you want your faceless history channel to actually get views and make you rich. And there's 2 methods you can use to do this. Number 1 is to find interesting historical topics to make videos about that haven't been covered on YouTube before. Simply put, there's a lot of information and videos on YouTube already, but there's way more stuff that's not on YouTube that is still interesting to people. Look through online articles, Reddit, blog posts, books, and as many other resources as you can to find interesting historical stories. Then, once you have some topics, do a quick YouTube search to see if a lot of other channels have made videos about them already. This way, you can confirm that you're one of the only channels making videos about something, or even the only channel making videos on a certain topic, which makes it a lot easier for you to get your video recommended by the algorithm because you're not competing with a bunch of other channels. But history has a limited amount of stories because, you know, everything already happened. And at some point, you might find that you've run out of interesting ideas to make videos about on your faceless history channel. Which brings me to method 2 of coming up with ideas, which is to make what-if history videos. Instead of making content about stuff that's already happened, which is literally all history is and what most history channels do, you can make videos about stuff that could have happened. For example, what if George Washington was president forever? What if America never became independent? What if the Roman Empire never fell? This way, you'll literally never run out of things to make videos about, and you can come up with really interesting hypothetical scenarios that nobody else has made a video about before. Again, you'll want to test your ideas with a quick YouTube search to ensure you're the only or one of the only channels making a video about your topic, but there's so much potential to get creative and make awesome videos with this method. But now that you've got your video ideas locked in, how do you create engaging videos for your faceless history channel as easy as possible? After all, depending on what you're making videos about, it's not like you can just download clips from 200 BC and use them in a video about the Roman Empire, for example. That's where the sponsor of this video, InVideo AI, works its magic. InVideo AI is a tool that acts as your creative partner and helps you create videos in the most seamless, intuitive way possible, irrespective of whatever skill level you're at. It removes all friction and puts you in the director's seat, letting you focus entirely on your vision and ideas, while InVideo AI does all the heavy lifting. InVideo V3 is genuinely a game changer because it's now the first and only AI tool that lets you create full-length, fully AI-generated videos with visuals that actually look good. Let's say you want to visualize what the Roman Empire might have looked like if it had survived into the modern day. Instead of scrambling for stock footage or struggling to make edits yourself, you can simply type in a prompt like ancient Roman soldiers marching through a modern city street with realistic details like Roman armor and architecture, and in just a few minutes, InVideo's AI will generate an entire scene for you just like this. But here's where it gets really exciting. InVideo AI V3 allows you to enhance your video to match your vision precisely. Want to customize further? Try commands like add my voice, add subtitles, or translate to French, for example. With just a few text-based prompts, you can watch the AI make adjustments in real time, tailoring the output to your needs effortlessly. You can also swap out footage if you don't love what's been generated. If there's a particular visual element you're not happy with, you can access millions of royalty-free stock clips or create custom AI footage that matches your ideas exactly. For example, if some AI-generated battle visuals aren't quite fitting, just tell InVideo to replace the army scene with a more epic battle, and voila, you're on your way. If you want to try it out for free, you can do so, but if you're serious about creating high-quality generative AI videos like this one, maybe for your faceless history channel, I highly recommend their generative plan starting at $96 a month. It gives you the most flexibility and bang for your buck with 15 generative minutes, saving you tons on editing and animation costs. You can get started by clicking the link in the description or using the QR code on screen. And now, with unique topics to make videos on, as well as engaging visuals for your edits, you're on your way to get rich with a faceless history channel. All you have to do now is start posting. However, if you've got your sights set on making even more money than these channels that are making about 30K a month right now, this next channel idea is even more profitable and almost as easy to start. Faceless channel idea 2 is scary stories. Everyone loves a scary story, and the view and monetization potential of faceless channels based around telling allegedly true scary stories is just insane. With channels like Mr. Nightmare pulling in tens of millions of views every month, netting him an estimated 45 grand a month as a result. What makes faceless scary story channels so powerful is that the videos on these channels are often watched on TVs. Viewers on TVs tend to watch YouTube way longer than viewers on PC or mobile devices, meaning these videos get watched longer and boosted in the algorithm more. Additionally, a lot of people will watch scary story videos before bed, and a lot of times they'll also fall asleep while your videos are playing, which means you get more watch time. And also, if they're watching on a TV, YouTube's TV algorithm will autoplay more of your videos, just juicing your channel in the algorithm. To start a profitable faceless scary stories channel, you'll need to first, well, find some scary stories. Channels like Mr. Nightmare get a lot of their stories from viewer submissions via email or something else, but it's not like you'll have an audience to start with that will send you stories if you ask them. So there's a few different things you can do instead. Method 1 is similar to what we do for a faceless history channel. Just search for scary stories in other places like Reddit, Quora, books, and so on. Method 2 is to go ask people you know in real life or online to tell you about scary encounters or situations that they've been in. Or method 3 is to just make shit up that sounds true. To be honest, a lot of channels that say they tell true scary stories probably don't actually tell stories that are true. So no one's gonna know if the allegedly true scary story that you're telling is actually true. Then once you've got a collection of scary stories to make videos about, you just need to generate visuals for your videos, which once again, you can use InVideo AI for. A lot of faceless scary stories channels, including Mr. Nightmare, have really simple visuals in their videos, which doesn't matter a whole lot since a decent chunk of viewers aren't even really looking at their screens when they listen to these stories anyway. But this makes it pretty easy to generate simple, scary, good-looking visuals for your videos with InVideo. Here's an example I whipped up with the AI. You can even clone your own voice with InVideo to save yourself time recording high-quality voiceovers for these videos and making the workflow even easier. With how easy it is to come up with a ton of interesting video ideas and stories to make videos on, as well as how easy it is to actually produce these videos, it's incredibly simple to just post a ton of these videos, meaning you get more views and make more money than other types of faceless YouTube channels, which is why a channel like Mr. Nightmare can make almost 45 grand a month just with these types of videos. But even though faceless scary stories channels can be insanely profitable, nothing, in my opinion, compares to this third faceless channel idea that, to be honest, almost nobody is tapped into. And that's because it's a bit harder than the first two ideas to start, but once you get past a few initial hurdles, this can literally make you a millionaire off of YouTube without that much work. Faceless channel idea number 3 is game dev videos. Game development videos, where people make videos about how they create video games, have a surprisingly big potential for views on YouTube, since if you make them in the right way, they're not just going to appeal to game developers, they're also going to appeal to viewers who just watch general gaming videos, which happens to be the largest audience on YouTube. Since even though not everybody makes video games, everybody that plays video games has at least thought about a game they'd love to see created or something they'd love to add to their favorite game. And game dev videos basically fulfill this desire. But beyond just the potential for views, faceless game dev videos have insane money-making potential too. And this is because game dev videos don't just make money off of YouTube ad revenue. If you make a video game and make videos about how you made the video game that get decent views, you can also sell your game on a platform like Steam to your audience of viewers. This is how YouTuber 2Star was able to make over $5 million in a month with the launch of his game Choo Choo Charles. All he did was make a really good game, make videos about it, and then tell his viewers to wishlist and buy his game. And although he's not faceless, there are plenty of other game dev creators that are faceless and do this too. The only problem is, to succeed in this niche, not only do you need to make videos, but you also need to make really cool video games, which is hard to do, obviously. Luckily, there's two good solutions. Number one is to just learn how to make video games yourself. And obviously, this is really hard to do, and you're really only going to be able to do this if you're also passionate about, actually making video games. But it is very possible to do. When I was 14, I literally did this and taught myself how to make video games and made videos about it. I can confirm that it's not easy, but it is also possible. And number two is to partner up with a game developer. This doesn't mean that you're going on Fiverr and looking for like a $10 game dev to whip you something up, because they'll probably make a really shitty game that no one's gonna buy or even care that you made, and you're not gonna get views. Instead, I'd look for an independent game dev through Discord servers, LinkedIn, or maybe your city that's willing to partner up with you to start a faceless game dev channel. You can handle running the YouTube channel, and they just have to make the game and get clips from the development process to use in the video. Then you guys split ad revenue and profits of the game once you sell it 50-50, or however it makes sense for you guys. I promise you, as long as you make a really cool game, it is so easy to succeed with this type of faceless channel, since there aren't that many people making game dev videos, but there's a massive audience for this type of content on YouTube. But as I said, it's a bit harder to start a channel like this. If you do this right, you can literally become a millionaire. And that's 3 faceless ideas that will make you rich in 2025. Let me know which faceless channel idea you like the most in the comments, and remember to check out InVideo AI V3 with the link in the description.